Hey there, boss lady. It's Angela here. And today we're talking all about creating your content marketing plan. Being a content creator takes an incredible amount of strategic planning. Now, today we're going to talk about planning whether you have a product ready to go or not. Either way, you can start your content marketing plan as long as you know who you help and what you help them do. So today we're going to set up our calendar. I'm going to take you through how to set up a wall calendar. Now, if you don't have a wall calendar, a big nice space or a landscape that you can use to keep track, you can use a planner, you can use a digital planner, you can use an agenda. Create some space where you can have a layout of what's going to happen with your content marketing plan. So go with me today. I'm going to take you all through how to set up your content marketing plan so that you can become a more lucrative, a more thriving content creator that actually makes some money, honey. We're going to make some money with that rich, knowledgeable content of yours. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is let's go ahead and update the date. My wall calendar is a glass calendar. I like the glass calendar better because it's just more aesthetically pleasing, you know? I tend to be a little bougie when it comes to my tool stack. If you like this wall calendar, I got it at Amazon. I do have the syndrome that y'all all know about. It's the shiny objects syndrome. I got that and I got it bad. However, this is something that I had to have because, as you know, if you've been here with me, I used to be a teacher and we love our tools. Gotta have our tools. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the 6th on the calendar. If you like it, I purchased it at Amazon. I'll put the link in the description for you so that you can get one. It's really amazing. I like it because it's glass and it's also magnetic. So I can do a lot with it. So basically, the content calendar that we're going to create today is for the month of January only. It's month by month. Now, I will say this. From month to month, once I get everything on, once the month is full, I'll take a picture of it so that I can have a running record of what I actually accomplished in that month. All right, so date is up. Now we're going to set up the days. And so these are magnetic numbers. I got these at Amazon as well. And I like having the magnetic numbers because I don't love my handwriting that much. And so the less handwriting I have on my board, the better, the more beautiful it looks to me because, you know, my penmanship is not beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and add these numbers. I'll take you through on how to utilize your working calendar to make sure that you are monetizing that knowledge of yours. All right, so as you know, Wednesday was the 1st. So we're just gonna add these numbers. Now, I will say this, and I think I've mentioned it before. Even though you don't have a product yet, you can still start content marketing because what you want to do either way, whether you have an offer or not, is start educating your audience. Now, there are 3 things I want you to consider when you start educating your audience. Now, that can be before you have a product, the series of months or time in between your products. Educate your audience either way because you want to build a solid community around your brand, okay? So don't wait until you have a product and say, well, I haven't launched anything yet. I don't have anything yet. I can't talk to anybody about anything. But you can, friend, because you know something about something. And so while I'm getting the calendar together, and notice how these are just magnetic and it just looks really clean to me. I like a minimalist, clean look. So when you are educating your audience, I want you to think about what you are going to say. When you are educating your audience, messaging is everything. So make sure you let your audience know who you are talking to. And how do you do that? You answer 2 very important questions. Remember, who do you help and what you help them do? As long as you have really nailed that, as long as you have that on the lock, your messaging will never be off. It will always be consistent. Now, once you know who do you help and what you help them do, there are 3 things I want you to consider when you start educating your audience. You got to know who you help and what you help them do first. But once you know that and you have locked that down, I want you to consider 3 areas where you can help. These are the 3 things that people pay money for. They will take out their wallet and pay money if you're able to do 1, 2, or 3, or all 3 of these things. And they are: help them solve a problem, help them achieve a goal, and help them get to their happy place. If you can do one of those 3 things, or all of those 3 things, they will follow you for life. Because people pay to help their problems be solved. People pay to achieve their goals. People pay to get to their happy place. How do I know that? Because travel agents make money all the time helping people get to a destination wedding, or a destination vacation, or a destination family reunion. People pay people to get to their happy place. So when you are educating your audience, ask yourself, how do I help my audience solve a problem, achieve a goal, or get to their happy place? All right. Okay, now that we have our calendar all set up with our dates, it's time to plan for the month. Now, we're going to plan as if you have an offer, and we're going to plan as if you don't have an offer yet. Let's plan first as if you have an offer, and then I'll help you plan as if you don't have an offer. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is decide, okay, what offers do I have right now ready to go? I call the series of offers that you have your LOC. LOC. And you know teachers love acronyms. That stands for Leveled Offer Channel. What in the channel, in the pipeline, in your brand do you have to offer to your audience? Now, for me, I have my community. So I'm going to put that in my 3rd box because it is the end goal. It is where I'm headed along the way in my brand journey. So I'm going to say my Cura Circle community. See what I mean about my penmanship? It's not the best. All right. Then I have my little oil jar. That's another offer. My little oil jar. All right. And then before that, I have the very first mode of entry would be my little all party. All right. Now, those are the 3 things that I have to offer to my audience. When I am planning my content marketing for the month, everything I do should in some way lead to one of these 3 things. Now, why did I put them in this order? Because the little all party is the gathering place where I gather people who are interested in what I have to offer. It is free to join. It is a gathering of us girls where I help women who have not started or just started, don't know where to go, don't know how to start, and take that idea and we walk away with real actionable steps done. I know a lot of content creators are out there. They tell you all the great things that you can do and what you accomplish, and then they bring you on. And I've seen content creators who have thousands of people that sign up every month, hundreds of people in each webinar or in each event. I've attended them myself. And then I walk away thinking, but did you help me? You told me what I could do, but then you told me I had to pay you $1 million to do it. That I'm not bashing any creator that does that. I'm saying that because I used to be a teacher, I'm so used to making sure that there is value added at every stage of the learning process is embedded in me as a business owner as well. So when you walk into my party, yes, I will tell you all the things that you can accomplish. I will tell you all the things that you can do. I will tell you how much you can achieve, but you're also going to walk away with the value. And so am I going to provide you a paid offer? Of course. I'm a businesswoman. But because I know that everybody is not at the same stage in their journey, everybody's going to walk away with something. And if you're able to go to the next step, go to the next step. But if you're not, at least you have something to grow from. You have something in your hand that you can walk away with take away with you to build on. And then when you're ready, I'm always there for you. Either way, my little all party provides value to everybody. And I want you to click the link in the description. Join the party. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Because when we are there, we're going to do two very important things to fill your little oil jar. Now, the little oil jar and the little oil party, the entire little oil brand is based on 2 Kings. And if you're new to me, I go through how 2 Kings 4 inspired and what God shared with me he wants me to do to help women of faith monetize that knowledge of yours and grow legacy wealth based on your creator business. Now, the little all party is free, and the little all party is just as much of a offer as the Cura Circle community. It's just a free offer, right? Now, remember, I'm a teacher, core teacher through and through. And so for those who do not have the money or the resources to purchase the little oil jar, when you join the little oil party, you can get the paper version. You can still do the work. You can still get started. I want you to just get started, okay? Now, in my leveled offer channel, my flagship offer, I'm gonna get a green. My flagship offer is my Cura Circle community. That is the way I make most of my income these days. Before I switched over to the community business model, I had a coaching business model, and it was very lucrative, but I always was headed toward community. It was always about community because that's what I do. I gather women together. I bring and assemble women together, and we work side by side, helping each other and motivating one another, synergizing all together to reach our legacy wealth through our creative business. Now, my Cura Circle is my main offer. Is it the end of my offer? No. There are 7 specific creator business opportunities that you can target. Not all at once. You can pick 1 or 2 to get started. And I have all 7 in my business model. I started out with coaching, and coaching will remain. Those people who are in my community, they can always get one-on-one coaching from me as needed. Okay? All right. So now that I have my offers, and I'm going to go ahead and put coaching. That's in my pipeline. And then the last item is events. Now, I have all my events planned out. I know where they're going to be. I know what they're going to do. I know who I want my speakers to be. I know what the theme is going to be. But right now, I am growing my community. Coaching will always be there when clients need it, but my flagship offer is my community. Now, why am I listing all of my offers? Because that is where I'm going to build my content plan from, my content marketing plan from when I'm building. I'm going to make sure that everything I do and say in my business is based on these offers. And if what I'm doing in my business, if what I'm doing day to day as a content creator doesn't lead to these offers, then my business model is really off. It's really out of sorts, right? So offers first. In just a bit, I'll tell you what to do if you don't have an offer yet. All right, so based on these offers, I'm going to fill my calendar with things that I know that I need to do in the month of January. So every Thursday, and I'm going to do orange on this one. No, let's do black. No, let's do black. All right, so every Thursday inside of my Cura Circle, I have a weekly check-in. So I'm going to go ahead and write that in. Check-in. That's 10:30 to 11:30. Okay, and so forth. That's a standard on my calendar. Now I know exactly what I'm doing at that time. I'm not going to replace that with any time because it's on my calendar. All right. The first and third Tuesday of every month, I host a little oil party. So I'm going to write this in. I'm going to put party 7 o'clock to 8, and then party 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Nice. Okay. Notice these check-ins always and will always be there to support my community. these parties will always be there to support my little oil party. See where I'm going with this? Now, I also have on every Tuesday at 9 o'clock, I have my podcast. So podcast is at 9. Well, let me move this down. So podcast, 9 a.m. and then party at 7 p.m. 7 to 8 p.m. All right. And in between there, I have either a cohort or a co-working session or a pop-up workshop inside of my community. So I'm going to put community event in between. All right. So podcast at 9, my community event is at 10. Let me make this right. So Cura Circle event, 10. And then party. My Tuesdays are heavy. My Tuesdays and Thursdays are heavy. I'm in front of the camera in some way on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right. So community event and podcast every Tuesday. So podcast 9 a.m. And then let's move this down. Podcast 9 a.m. Cura Circle event 10 a.m. and then party at 7 to 8 p.m. See that? And I'll clean this up once we're done because it needs to be right. Clean it up, in other words, make it more legible, but I'm getting it on here so you can see how this is going. All right. So now you see how my calendar is filling up based on the things that I have to accomplish. Now, if I have a client, I'll usually do a client on a Wednesday. So where's my number 8? What happened to my number 8? Did y'all see where my number 8 went? My 8 is missing. Okay. I'll find it later. The point I'm making is this. Because my Tuesdays and Thursdays are pretty much filled, like check-in. I usually coach my clients on Wednesdays. I coach a very limited amount of clients, but if I need to coach a client, I'll coach on a Monday or a Wednesday. So I might have, as a matter of fact, I have a client today in a few minutes, actually. I have a client at 10 o'clock. So I'm going to say client 10 a.m. All right. And then I have another client Wednesday. So I have a different client. I think her session is at 9 a.m. See where I'm going with this? So everything that I'm doing in my day definitely supports what I offer and all of my offers. Now, real quick, I want to go into what happens if you don't have an offer yet. If you just started your book, if you just started figuring out the recipe, you still need to educate your audience. In this case, you can still have a podcast and you are just educating your audience based on what you can provide in terms of solving a problem, achieving a goal, or getting to their happy place. And then as you go along, take your audience with you on your journey. Tell them, I'm on chapter 1. Here's what I have. It's about blank. What do you think should happen next? Get your audience involved. Build a community around what you have to offer in the pipeline. Now, one thing you want to do is, if you do not have an offer yet, is start building your email list, start building your community up, getting information from them. Provide something to them that will be so valuable that they're willing to share their private email with you, and then you can take them along on your journey. Be honest with your audience. You can say, I just started my book, but I need ideas. I have 2 areas I'm going with this, and I would love to see what you have to say. Join my email list and join the conversation about what happens in my book. People love to be part of things. They love to be a part of something. You don't believe me? Check the Super Bowl out, okay? Check the NBA Finals. Check the recital. Full of people who are just there to be with one another to support whatever it is they want to support. And so you want to get their email address, get them in on your journey, and educate them even though you don't have a product yet. What's going to happen is you're going to build this audience over time, and by the time you get ready to launch, you already have an audience who is super ready and hungry for what you have to offer. And then once it's ready, you will say, hey guys, hey everybody, it's ready. You can purchase it. It's coming out Friday. I'm so excited. Thank you for going on my journey with me. Let's go. All right. So you are doing those things even though you don't have a product yet. And you can educate your audience through your podcast, through your YouTube channel, through your blog, through your newsletter. Whether you have an offer or not, you have to pick your perfect fit platform where you resonate the most to share that rich knowledge of yours with your audience. Find the one where you fit the most. YouTube is my thing. I've had a mic in my hand since I was a child, so I'm not intimidated by a microphone or a camera. Speaking of microphone, I forgot to put my microphone on. All right, point I'm making is this. YouTube is where it's at for me, but I'm also good at writing. Okay, so blog is good for me too. Newsletter writing is good for me too. Find your perfect fit and be consistent, educating your audience, connecting with your audience about what you can do to help them solve a problem, achieve a goal, or get to their happy place. Do that consistently every day at the start. Every day. That is why in the month of January, I'm vlogging every day. My Creator Life vlog, where I'm taking you on my journey to get my calendar together so that when I wake up in the morning and sit at my desk, I can look and say, okay, what do I have to accomplish today? All right. Now, in addition to this, my schedule part of my content marketing, now I have to talk about my content that I'm providing. That will be in a different color. And so in green, I'll add what it is that I'm sharing that day. So on January the 1st, I started my vlogging. I talked about not drunk. That was my title. All right. So I know that I am posting this content on January the 1st. Yesterday I vlogged and the title was Get on YouTube. Today I'm vlogging about content marketing. Right? And I'll add up my content that I'm providing on the calendar so that I can see exactly what I have going on in terms of educating my audience. The more you educate your audience and lead them to an offer, whether it be free or paid, then you can sell. And then once you sell, then you support. And I'm telling you right now, do not wait until you have a perfect offer. Start planning out now. Start with your offers. If you have one, write them down. If you don't have one, write the offer you do want to provide. Doesn't even have to be ready yet. Doesn't have to be perfect yet. Okay? If you don't have an idea yet, just write idea and then write what that idea is about, what it is you serve, how it is you serve, what it is you teach, what it is you educate. Once you get what you teach and what you educate on your calendar, then go ahead and write in your schedule. How are you providing value based on what you offer? Remember who you help and what you help them do. Once you have your schedule on your calendar, go ahead and write in your content titles to see where you're going. Okay? I'm going to finish up writing all this, getting it all written in, and you go and do the same. If this content marketing plan strategy was helpful to you, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and subscribe because more are on the way. Join me tomorrow for my Little Oil podcast at 9 o'clock Tuesdays at 9 o'clock, you should be on the podcast with me. And click the link in the description to join me for my upcoming Little Oil Party. This is Angela Tesano here. Thank you for joining my Creator Life vlog. And until next time, always be creating. Bye for now.